Hello everyone, so we are back again and today we have a different operation that's called factorial. I hope you all know what is factorial. If not, let me just quickly give you a glance. Something factorial means, let's talk about t factorial. So means you have to use that number multiply just the number previous, multiply just the number previous, multiply so on up to it reaches 3 times 2 times 1, right? Suppose we are talking about 4 factorial, so 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, that's the answer. Whatever would be the answer would be the answer. 2 factorial would be 2 times 1, right? So you have to go back and back and back, keep multiplying them and reach till 1, right? Okay, so now we know this is factorial. So can I write this much part as t minus 1 factorial, right? Because can I write this much part as 3 factorial? Of course. So 4 factorial can also be written as 4 times 3 factorial. Hence t factorial can also be written as t times t minus 1 factorial, right? So just remember this part because we're gonna be using this in this question. Okay, so let's start the question. X factorial, right? So x factorial is equals to, let's say I take x common, x square minus 1 is remaining inside. Makes sense. Now let's use this trick again. X factorial can also be written as x times x minus 1 factorial is equals to x times x square minus 1 here, right? Okay, so can I cancel the x? Yeah, I'm not cancelling, like dividing x with both sides and blah blah blah. So yeah, okay, you can do that. And continuing, x minus 1 whole factorial is equals to x square minus 1. Can I write it as x minus 1 times x plus 1? Yeah, why not? Because I know a square minus b square, like this can be written as square, no? Is equals to a minus b times a plus b. So yeah, I can do that. Okay, so let's not make it more messy. Let's continue here. So this part can also be written as, again, the number itself times the previous number's factorial, right? Okay, so x minus 1 as it is, x plus 1 as it is. Okay, we can cancel x minus 1 as well, or we can do dividing both sides by x minus 1, x minus 1. Oh, cancel, something like that. Okay, so this much, and then x minus 2 factorial is equals to x plus 1, right? I hope that makes sense. So just to ease it, because now none of my expression, neither left nor right, have single x, so just to ease it, let's call it something. Let's call it m. M is equals to x minus 2. Okay, let's call it m. So this became m factorial is equals to, what is x then? So x would become m plus 2, right? Like this, just go here, right? Okay, so now I know this much part, and writing the value here, m plus 2 is x plus 1. So this became m factorial is equals to m plus 3. Perfect. Okay, so continuing, if this is m plus 3, and can I go back? Okay, so m factorial minus this m is equals to 3. This m just went there, became negative, right? Okay, so again I can open it as m times m minus 1 factorial minus m is equals to 3. That would become m common, m minus 1 whole factorial minus 1 is equals to 3. I hope till here it makes sense. I took m and m common. Okay, continuing, when I have such an equation, I know that this multiply this gives me 3, right? And you know the factors of 3, either 1 multiply 3 or 3 multiply 1, right? Oops, sorry, 3 multiply 1. So let's try here. Let's put the first m 1. I'm taking this case number this. Okay, so m is 1. So the other part, m minus 1 factorial minus 1, would become 1 minus 1 factorial minus 1, 0 factorial minus 1. And if you don't know, let me tell you, 0 factorial is again 1. Okay, and continuing, 1 minus 1 gives you 0, which is okay. Then this part is 0, this part became 0, this part I considered 1. 1 times 0 is not 3, right? So something is messy, right? Okay, so let's take this thing back, and that means this is not my answer. Not my answer. I'm not saying we just wasted our time. No, we checked it, but okay. Now let's talk about this very case, the second case, right? Okay, now we're gonna call M3 and the other part M, was that? I forgot. M minus 1 factorial minus 1. Oh yeah. M minus 1 whole factorial minus 1. So if m is 3 minus 1 whole factorial minus 1, 2 factorial minus 1, 2 times 1 minus 1, 2 minus 1, 1. Okay, that came to be 1. This part came to be 1. Now, I was already having m times m minus 1 whole factorial minus 1 is equals to 3, right? So when I put this 1 and I put this, when I put this 3, I automatically, while putting this part 3, I automatically got this part 1, which is it coming to be 3? Yes, it's true, right? It is coming to be 3. Hence, my m is 3, right? Is this the answer? Nope. What was my m? What did I consider m? Okay, so let's come here. Okay, so I considered m something, right? So my m was x minus 2. M was x minus 2. My m is 3, so x minus 2. So plus 2 here, x became 5. Now that is my answer, right? But let's check it, shall we? Okay, so what was my question? My question was x factorial is equals to x cube minus x, right? Let's check this answer. Okay, so 5 factorial, is it equal to 5 cube minus 5? 5 factorial means 5 times, 4 times, 3 times, 2 times 1. Is it equals to 125 minus 5? And on multiplying, I got 120. Is it equal to 120? Obviously true. So hence my answer is x is equals to 5. Thanks for watching, guys. Do subscribe. Okay, bye.